We will start recording now. And I'm going to begin by saying good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, January the 30th. And today I'm going to be talking about balancing. Now, I have to tell you a little story about a man named Mike Lawrence. Mike Lawrence is a prolific bridge author. He was such a fine player that he became part of the Dallas Aces team back in the 60s, the 1960s, I think. So that's what, 60 years ago now. So he's been playing since he was a very young man. And I invited him to come to my bridge club, the bridge club that I owned in New Jersey, to give an all-day seminar to our club members. And everybody signed up, including our most advanced players and our very newest players. And I got a little bit nervous. So when I met him, I said, Mr. Lawrence, Mike, I said, I want you to know that you have people at all levels of bridge in this lesson this morning. And he said, that's perfectly all right, Rosemary. I will answer a question at the level at which it is asked. So I said, thank you very much. So the time came to begin and I introduced him and I said he was going to be talking about balancing. And immediately one of our newest people put up her hand and said, Mr. Lawrence, what do you mean by balancing seat? And he looked at her and he said, if you will be the third pass in a row and your side is on lead, you are in the balancing seat. And I thought he absolutely lived up to his promise. That is a very easy concept to understand. We all can see that when we're the third pass in a row, the auction is over. And if our side is on lead, is there anything that we might want to do before this auction ends? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's see if I brought up the correct first deal. And this looks like the one I want. So I put these hands in and, you know, I like to either keep it always north or move it around the table. And who knows how this happened, but West is the dealer and is going to pass. And Marissa is going to open the bidding. Perfect. And Judy is going to pass.
Oops. Okay, wait a minute.
And Jake is going to raise spades. And I'm going to pass. And Marissa's going to count her points. 5, 10, 13. And Jake raised her spades. And he only went up a little mini raise for a little mini hand. So he has a maximum of 9 points. 13 and 9 is not enough for game. So Marissa is going to pass. And now Judy's going to look at this auction and say, if I pass, I will be the third pass in a row and I'm on lead. Time to balance. Now, as long as we recognize that it's time to do something, that we should balance, it doesn't mean we have to. That if we have a chance to balance, then we should do so. So what do I mean by balance? Well, here's another one of Mike's rules. That's Mike Lawrence, if you came in a little bit late. Never let the opponents play at the 2 level when they are happy. So do you think they are happy here? I think they're very happy. They have found an 8-card fit and nobody has interrupted or given them any headaches so far. So they found their happy fit. And Judy is saying, I'm not going to let them play in their happy fit. I have to do something. Now, what are her choices? Well, she can double for takeout. She could bid her own 5-card suit, or even a really good 4-card suit that can handle the lead by her partner, or she could bid some number of no trump. So looking at her hand, what is she going to do here? She's got 4, 7, 10 points, not very much, but she can work out mathematically that her partner has got something. So let's see how we know. Well, Jake promises a maximum of 9 points. Now, if we agree that we need 25 points for game, how many points would Marissa need in order to go to game? She would need 16 opposite 9. Now, usually if we have 17, we inquire. So let's say that she has 16 points. So 16 and 9 is 25, 24. And Judy's got 10, that's 34. So we can prove with mathematics that Leslie must have at least 6 points. So what we should always ask ourselves, what would I do if I knew for sure that my partner had 6 points? Well, we would try to balance, because when they have a fit, we have a fit somewhere also. So double is the perfect bid. And now let's look at Jake. Or does he need to go up a level? It might be rather nice if they left this double in and he and his partner make 2 spades doubled. That's as good as going to game. So I think Jake should pass. And now Leslie's going to bid. Now she has 2 4-card suits. We would nearly always choose the major over the minor if they're equal length. 3 hearts. And now Marissa has nothing to say because she already told her hand. And the good news is that she has a partner who might decide to do something. So Judy's obligated to pass. She and her partner are both past hands. So they did their job. They balanced and they've found a little fit. She knows that Leslie would have bid her longest suit. And so they've got at least an 8-card fit in hearts, hopefully. But they dare not go any higher. They don't have a game. They're 2 past hands. But now Jake is going to come to life. So Jake, ask for an undo, please. So just hear me out for a moment, please, everybody. So Jake has also got fortune. He knows that he's only got a little itty bitty hand. And he knows that Judy and Leslie don't have much either. But he believes they have an 8-card fit. And his partner has probably, if they have an 8-card fit, his partner probably has 3 hearts. But number 1, she passed 2 spades. Number 2, she did not double 3 hearts. They, they're not going to make it. And yet she's got 3 hearts, so they're probably small ones. So they've found a nice little fit. But Jake has a trump card up his sleeve because Jake has a 4th spade. Now, we're going to talk about the law of total tricks here. And the law of total tricks says that it's safe to compete to the level equal to the number of trumps you have in the combined hands. That's a very long-winded professional way of saying that if you've got 9 spades, you can bid 3 spades. If you don't have 9 spades, you can't. Now, clearly, if his partner had 6 spades, she would have bid 3 spades over 3 hearts. But Jake has got the extra spade, so he can bid 3 spades. And they will be relatively safe because they have 9 trumps. So Jake, please bid 3 spades. Okay. And now East-West did their job. We're not fighting here to see who can get the highest. We were fighting not to let them play at their happy level, in their happy fit. We did not want to let them play 2 spades. So either we were going to play 3 hearts or they were going to play 3 spades. But Jake and Marissa have been coming to these lessons, and they know that they are safe to bid 3 spades when they have 9 trumps. So let's reveal the hand, because all these players have been bidding in the dark. So how do you think that Leslie and Judy would have fared in 3 hearts? Let's look at that first. Well, we have to lose 2 spades for a start. We lose no hearts. We have to lose maybe 2 or 3 clubs, but the ace is on side, so we have to lose 2 club tricks. Unless we can put something on the diamonds, we have to lose a diamond. So 2 spades and a diamond, and at least 1 club. So we're probably not making 3 hearts. So we would be down 100. I think we can make 2 hearts, but not 3. So we would be minus 100. If they made 2, well, let's see how many spades North-South can make. They have no spade losers. They have to lose 2 hearts. They have to lose 1 club. And they have to lose 2 diamonds. So what did I say? 2 hearts, a club, and diamonds. So they can make 2 spades. So if you had passed, they make 2 spades and get 110. If you bid 3 hearts, you will go down 1 and you'll be minus 100 instead of minus 110. So that's a great result for East-West. But now North-South decided to bid 3 spades, and they can't make it. Unless they get very lucky, they can't make it. So sometimes people make a contract that they shouldn't make because things happen. Suppose it went ace of clubs, well, they're going to lead hearts no matter what, I'm sure. So this contract is doomed as far as I can see. So North-South will be minus, and they should have been plus 110. But the opponents balanced, even though they didn't have as many points, or maybe they did. They've got 11 and 10, that's 21. So they have marginally better than North-South. Now, this is the kind of contract that people fight over. This is a battle for the part score.
Rosemary, this is Judy. Normally, I think I would have doubled at the first round, but this is more effective waiting for the second round.
Yes, I mean, you've got a 10 count. Why are you coming in and
Well,
hoping a partner who's a passed hand to bid at the 3 level?
to balance is, I was thinking it's better, it was more effective to balance the second, to double the second time around instead of right after 1 spade.
I think so too. Your partner's a passed hand.
Yes.
So you're risking your life coming into a live auction with a 10 count.
Okay.
And I mean, it's an aceless 10 count.
That it is.
You have 0 quick tricks in your hand. 0. You don't really have any slow tricks in your hand.
It's getting worse by the minute.
Right. However, when they pass 2 spades, now you know your partner has something.
I see. Okay.
So now you can come in and double to make her bid when 2 spades was going to be the end of the auction. Pretty cool,
Okay.
huh?
Mm-hmm. Good, thanks.
So let's go on to the next deal.
All hands are open, Rosemary.
Oh, don't want that. Thank you, Jake. So I'm going to ask Leslie, how many points you think your partner has? You think she's got a good hand or a bad hand when she bids two hearts?
Sorry, it took me a minute to unmute. So she can't have very much because I have a fair amount and there's an opener.
Right.
So
So
do you, go ahead.
I don't really like Judy's bid
Oh,
because her hand is as bad as the last one was. So you have two spade losers, two club losers, that's 4, two diamond losers is 6, two heart losers is 8. This is by no stretch of the imagination a good hand. And yet you're overcalling at the 2 level and you don't have a quick trick in your hand. And if your partner ends up on lead and leads heart, she's going to be very disappointed. So I
Yeah.
will share with you what somebody said to me the other day. It's really embarrassing to bid a suit and the opponents cash all the winners in it.
Well, I was thinking if I were the opener, I would have opened 2 hearts.
Right. Now that's exactly right. You would be willing to do that, especially as you're not vulnerable. But when you overcall, you're saying that you've got a good hand, not a preempt.
Okay. Okay.
So you can always come in later. Do you think when you've got so few points, do you think that this auction is going to end at 1 spade?
No.
So you don't need to bid. So let's have some undos. So let's undo the 2 hearts, please. Thank you. Okay, good. So this time I just want you to pass. So potential guinea pigs, don't be discouraged by what you're hearing here. And Leslie, please do nothing. I'm talking. It's very hard to come and be a guinea pig. And I told somebody last week that her bid was terrible and I felt awful 2 weeks ago. I haven't been sleeping at nights because I said that, but it was a terrible bid and she's forgiven me, I'm sure, because we've spoken since. So yes, you put yourself out here for someone to say that I don't think that's the best bid, but I hope I'm mostly kind. And it's the best way to learn. And I try to discuss it and suggest the logic, the rationale behind my opinions. So let's move on. So I don't like Jake's 1 no trump bid because you have a fit with your partner. You've got 7 points. What are you going to do? Okay, so the important thing here is to tell your partner that you have a fit. Your hand is worth a little bit more than 7 because of your singleton heart. So just bid 2 spades. If she's got a good hand, she'll move. And if she doesn't, she won't.
I could bid now.
Yes, thank you. As long as you pass, right? Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, Judy, now you can come into the auction.
Okay.
So now last time you doubled. This time you're going to bid your suit. Now look at the information that's been shared here. When you bid 2 hearts before, you implied that you had quite a good hand. Here, when you're in the balancing seat, we don't need as much. But you've got your own 6-card suit. You don't need much from partner. She's got 3-card support. Then even 2-card support won't be terrible if she passes you out. But you're balancing, and she knows you don't have a good hand because you didn't bid before. So you're going to be pretty safe here to bid 3 hearts. And now this time, he's got a different situation. This time, he does not have 4 spades. So his guideline, first pair to bid at the 3 level, but you should not be the second pair to bid at the 3 level unless your side has 9 trumps. And Jake's got a difficult decision here. He doesn't have 9 trumps. He does have a singleton heart, but he's not sure where this is going. He's got such a little hand. I don't know. Now what's Leslie going to do? Leslie's chosen to pass because she knows that her partner likely borrowed some points from Leslie's hand in order to pluck up enough courage to make this bid. So this is going to end the auction. So let's see what would happen this time. See how they'll fare in 3 hearts. So looking at the hearts, well, they have no heart. Wow, what a huge heart fit. Fantastic. They have to lose 2 spades. They have to lose a diamond. And they have to lose, well, maybe they don't. If the king of diamonds is in the south hand, they'll be okay, but it's not. So 2 clubs and 2 spades and a diamond. So down 1. They will be minus 100. But how would north-south fare in spades? Well, they lose no spades. They have to lose only 1 heart because we'll rough the second heart in the dummy. Now, even if they see that there's only 1 heart in the dummy and they win the ace, they even if they lead a trump now to stop them roughing hearts, then we still have the timing. We'd have to win the spade in our hand and then rough a heart. Okay. So 1 heart loser and 1 club loser, and on the lie of the cards, 2 diamond losers. So they can make 3 spades. So they can certainly make 2 spades. I think they might make 3 spades. So being minus 100, because being minus 50 is far better than being minus 110 or even 140. So you can see that it's a very good thing to balance like this. And when we balance, we're not really sure if we're going to make it, but we risk going down a trick just so that we don't let them play when they've got a happy fit. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, well, let's move on.
The cards are open.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Sometimes you have a good hand, but you don't really have a good bid. So you can't bid 1 no trump here. You don't have a takeout double. And the club suit is so ugly, you can just pass and await developments. So Leslie's torturing herself as to what to do. Now, she's chosen to bid 1 spade. And I'm not sure that I really like that. How many diamonds does her partner promise? At least 3 in their system. So she knows that they've got an 8-card diamond fit. And I don't think she really wants to hear her partner jump to 3 spades or 4 spades here. So this is a rare time when I would pass 1 diamond. And
I didn't hear you, Rosemary, the word.
pass. I would pass. So if I did not have all these diamonds, I 100% would bid 1 spade. If I had 3 diamonds or less, I would bid 1 spade, even with this bad hand. I'd be looking for a better place to play. But diamonds might be the very best place for us to be. So now Marissa knows that something very strange is going on. So the best bid for her hand is exactly what she chose, double. Bid any suit except diamonds. I make the perfect dummy. And now Jake's got another headache. So you might say, no, he doesn't. He's got an easy bid of hearts. He does have. But at what level does he, should he be bidding? So number one, when we have a 4-card major, we should always choose that rather than the minor. Secondly, we're forced to bid. So you could bid 1 heart, but then your partner might think you have a very weak hand. You've actually got 4, 6, 10, 12, 15.
Ah.
So your partner rates to have around 10 points probably. So that's almost enough for game. So you might jump to 4 hearts. Say, partner, you doubled and I've got game. So I think there's a good chance that we can make 4 hearts. Or you might bid 2 diamonds and say, do you have a diamond stopper? Maybe we belong in no trump. You've got many choices. But I think the best bet is to jump to 2 hearts. That's always going to say you've got at least 10 points, maybe more. A lot of advanced players would actually bid 4 hearts, I'm telling you, but she only promises 3. So Leslie's passing.
It's Judy's turn.
I know,
Oh,
but I don't think I can balance here, can I? If she can't support my 1 diamond, then,
I think Leslie should bid 3 diamonds over 2 hearts. I think she should bid.
oh, okay.
So, and then your partner wouldn't, then you told the whole story, Leslie, that you passed 1 diamond because your hand is really, really bad, but you do have quite a lot of diamonds. And you're not going to let them play 2 hearts.
Okay,
Okay.
get it.
Okay. And no. Marissa's going to bid 3 hearts.
And then the balance will have done its job.
It will have done its job. But after her partner jumped, she can't pass 3 diamonds. I don't think. So much too, conservative. And then Jake decided if he actually wants to go to 4 or not, because this sounds like quite a good hand. So now he knows that there's a big diamond fit. He's got 2 diamond losers. He knows there's an opening hand on his right. Oh, ugly. Those 3 hearts is probably good enough. But how will they fare in 3 hearts? First of all, let's see how East-West would do in diamonds. They have to lose 1 diamond. They have to lose 1 club and a diamond. They have to lose 2 hearts. And they have to lose a spade. So they'll be down 1. Not vulnerable, they're vulnerable, they'll be minus 100. How will North-South do in 3 hearts? Well, we have to lose 1 spade and probably 2 hearts because Marissa's are so bad, and 1 club and 1 diamond. So they can't make 3 hearts, but they probably could have made 2 hearts. So getting involved in the alternate, Leslie bidding 3 diamonds has worked very well.
Rosie, I have 2 questions.
Yes, go ahead.
That takeout double to me would imply an opening hand, and she only has 8 points. Number one, and number two, I play inverted minors, and I would have bid in the West, I would have bid 3 diamonds.
Yeah.
But you're saying just pass.
Well, because they're not playing inverted minors.
Okay.
So she didn't have that luxury available to her. So
But if I were, would that be the correct bid and it would just not be the same?
I would jump straight to 3 diamonds.
Okay. As far as that takeout double, she has so few points.
Ah, but she's in the balancing seat. I'm glad you drew that to everybody's attention.
Oh, okay.
He's bidding her partner's hand. She's saying, partner, I have to figure out that you've got some stuff over there. I don't know how much. I've got shape, you've got points. I'm not going to let them play 1 diamond. I mean, how bad can it be?
Okay, I do see the difference. Thank you.
So if the West hand jumped to 3 diamonds, immediately 1 diamond past 3 diamonds, now Marissa probably wouldn't come into the auction, even in the pass out seat, because it's too dangerous with her little itty bitty hand.
Okay, thank you.
There's a question, please. Anita wants to know if North only had 8 points to do the balancing double. She's saying only 8 points. What if their side were vulnerable? Would she need more points?
Well, if you have they were only at the 1 level, right? So at the 1 level, you can take a lot of license, because mathematically you can work out that the most points Judy could have for her 1 diamond opener is 90. And Leslie passed, so she has 5, maybe 4 at most. Even give her 5. 19 and 5 is 24. And Marissa has what, 4, 7, 8? That's 32. Jake is guaranteed to have at least 8 points. So basically, she's adding his 8 points to hers and saying, well, I've got enough points to double. I mean, have you ever doubled and your partner had a Yarborough and had to come up with a bid? That's how we have to think about this. I'm bidding with my 8 count because I know from math. I wish I'd been better at it at high school, but I know from math, work it out, that my partner must have at least 8 points. And he could have quite a lot, because Judy only opened 1 diamond. She doesn't have to have 19. She might have 13. Hey, she might only have 12. My partner might not have had a bid. So those things will protect us and make us brave.
Rosemary,
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that learning how to balance is going to change your bridge game forever. If you have never been brave enough or known about this kind of bidding, and you start to do it, then it's going to change the way you play bridge forever, because you will be in these auctions. Now, remember, it's only when they find a happy fit, or as in this case, something's wrong. Your partner has a good hand, but wasn't able to take a bid. So did somebody have a question?
I did. It's Leslie. So it seems to me that the purpose of this is to dramatically affect the scoring, because if you're able to push them 1 level higher and therefore knock them down, be on the minus side as opposed to on the small plus side, your score as the balancer is greatly positively affected.
Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of it, to
The whole purpose, right?
your side to go plus instead of minus,
Yeah, even if it's a small amount, because it makes all the difference.
or to be minus a smaller amount.
Right.
But you know, you have to think, well, what if they double me? Well, you better have a good suit if you're going to bid it, because if they have high cards, they very likely will double you. If you've got high cards in your suit, then they're not going to be doubling you without top trumps.
Another question on the last hand.
Go ahead.
Someone wants to know if South in the last hand could have overcalled with the 2 clubs.
Well, I talked about that at the time, and I said it was a really awful suit. Ace with 4 little babies, 1 trick in that suit. So not a good idea to overcall that. Now, I'm sure we all play with partners who overcall suits like that at the 2 level every day. And I have a partner who likes to overcall on Queen 10 fifth. Not a good idea. So please learn from that. When we overcall, we need to have quality and texture in our suit.
Rosemary, could you close the cards, please?
Yes, thank you. That came in the nick of time. Just looking for this hand. Okay, I've got it.
Okay, so far?
Well, actually, I would, just for purposes of teaching, I would like Judy to pass. Okay.
I thought you might say that.
Now let's look at Jake's hand. I'm going to open it up so you can see it. So it's got 1 club, pass, pass. So what has Jake got? He's got 4 spades. I mean, I'm sorry, he does have 4 spades, but his point count is 4, 6, 10, 13 points. Does he have a takeout double?
No.
Because he's only got 2 hearts. Does he have a 5-card suit that he could overcall? Nope. Could he possibly overcall his 4-card spade suit? It's not good enough. It only has 1 trick in that suit. So what would he really like to do? He would really like to bid 1 no trump. Say he'd got a balanced hand, and he'd got stoppers in the opponent's suit. I mean, that's where a third of his points are focused, is in the club suit. So he'd like to bid 1 no trump, but he doesn't have enough points because a 1 no trump call, overcall, is 15 to 17. That's what we should all be playing. But wait a minute, we are in the pass out seat. We're in the balancing seat. So we know for a fact that our partner must have, it's that math, at least 3 points. Because Leslie has 19 at most, and Judy has 5 at most, that's 24. And we've got 13, that's 37. Bingo, our partner must have at least 3 points. So instead of needing 15 to 17, we can take a king off that and bring it down to 12 to 14. And actually, most of us, it's always been, for as long as I've been playing bridge, 11 to 14 to bid 1 no trump here. And so that says, partner, I've got an opening hand. I don't have a takeout double. I don't have a 5-card suit I could bid, but I've got stoppers in their suit, 11 to 14 points. What do you want to do? So this is a really useful bid. Now, there's a place for this on your convention card. And maybe you've never known what it means, or maybe you've always had it there without understanding what it really is all about. So it's on the left-hand side of your convention card, at the top, in the box headed by no trump overcalls. And you have to put your range in, which would be 15 to 17. And then it's got a line for balancing. So when you bid 1 no trump in the balancing seat, how much is it worth then? And after today, you can write in 11 to 14. Now, there's something else we have to consider. If you were overcalling, if it went one club, one no trump by North, then 15 to 17, and we would play that systems are on. So a red suit by partner would be a transfer to a major, and 2 clubs would be statement. But in the balancing seat, do we still want those agreements? So with most of my partners, I play, no, we don't have transfers, and we don't, she's bidding my hand. What am I going to do? I'm probably just going to let her play one no trump, unless I've got a very long suit somewhere. So my suit might be diamonds. I might have 6 diamonds and want to play there. So with most people, I play no stamen, no transfers. But I have 1 or 2, I'm going to say, they're not here today, very old-fashioned partners. They want systems on. So with them, I play systems on. And I always have to go over my card before I play and make certain what I'm playing with this partner, what I'm playing with that partner. But as I say, most of us, we do not play systems on. It's entirely up to you and your partner to decide. But today, we're not playing systems on. So Jake's been Trump. Now, what is Leslie going to do? She has nothing to say. There's nothing to say. So Leslie's going to pass. And now what's Marissa going to do? 4, 5, 9 points. Even if Jake has 14, that's not enough for game. So she's going to pass. And Judy.
And so am I going to come in here?
When somebody bounces, you can bid your fit, but you don't want to come in.
Okay.
Now let's see what would have happened if Judy had bid 1 heart. So let's go back and undo. Judy, just ask for an undo, please.
Okay.
Oh, and again, another one. Good. So this time, Judy's going to bid 1 heart. Now you might say, she's only got 4 points. Yeah, it's an ace. And she does not have a fit with her partner's clubs. If you think back to the last hand where I encouraged Leslie to pass because she had 4 points, but she had a big fit with her partner's diamonds. But here, Judy does not have a fit with her partner's clubs. That's number 1 reason for bidding. Number 2, she has a major, a 4-card major or better, and even better still, she has an ace. So anytime your partner opens the bidding with a minor and you have an ace in your hand, that is a sure trick. You should take a bid. And if you had a 5-card major and no fit with your partner's minor, you should take a bid, even if you have 0 points. What am I saying? Did I really say that? Yes, I did say that. And my old-fashioned partner came to me and said, I don't think you should be bidding 1 spade when all you have is 4 to the jack. I said, well, my mother made me do it. And she said, well, I don't think it's very good. And I said, well, go talk to our resident experts. I didn't say that. I just said, well, go talk to Neil and Barnett. Barnett famously said, here's a partner's one of a minor with 0 points to bid his 4-card major. Because if you can't stand their minor, you can't leave them in it. Now, they're very much stronger declarers than most of us are. I would probably say all of us. So they can handle their difficulties when they get too high. But when it happens, ever been too high in a contract? Yep. Did you go down? Yep. Are you still playing bridge? Yep. So we have good days and not such good days. 1 club pass, 1 heart. Now, what is Jake going to do with this nice hand?
Double.
Well, he can no longer bid 1 no trump, but he can double. To say, partner, bid 1 of the pointed suits. Bid spades or diamonds. I'm not going to let them pass this out. He could do that. Or he could say, ask for an undo, Jake. He could say, I'm going to pass and see what happens. Why should I expose my hand this early in the auction? Because is is one heart forcing. Yes, Leslie is not allowed to pass. Absolutely forbidden to pass. A new suit by responder is forcing. So Jake knows he's going to have another chance later. So what is Leslie going to do?
So I would look to do for new minor forcing here. So I'm going to bid one no trump because I only have 3 and she could only have 4. It's possible.
Okay, but it's possible that she has 4 spades.
Okay.
So you must bid your spade suit.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, Judy can't pass. Pass, she can't. So what is she to do? She's going to bid one no trump. No fit in spades. And now Jake is saying, well, I'm going to avoid defend. So I would pass. They both bid. They've got 20 something points. And Jake's got, what did we count up? 4, 6, 10, 13. So even if they've got an absolute minimum and only 20, your partner's got 7. So maybe if they have more than that, she's got nothing. You want your partner to have more points. But the most she can have is around 7. So you're probably better off defending than trying to find a fit in diamonds. You have no fits. Now they bid 3 suits. So you defend one no trump. And now what is Leslie going to do?
Why doesn't East repeat the hearts?
Because you need 6.
You need 6. Okay.
On 6. There's a lot of bad bridge seen at the bridge table. So Leslie, what's your decision? She's got silent, so she's still thinking. Okay. Now, Leslie had a choice between passing one no trump and bidding 2 hearts. And she might prefer to bid 2 hearts here.
You think?
So it's up to her. Some people might bid 2 hearts. So, so what's going to happen here? Well, on the diamond leave, perfect. You're going to duck.
Am I?
We just want to make sure you're interested.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
Uh,
tricks is Judy going to get? She's going to score a diamond. And she's going to score 2 clubs. Because the king is on side. And she's going to get, so 1 diamond and 2 clubs is 3. And 2 hearts for sure is 5. And if she gives up a heart early, if she does hearts as soon as with the diamond, if she plays on hearts right away, and she has to give up a heart, she must give up a heart. It must go a low heart to the ace, and then just play the 9 and give it up. Otherwise, she will have no way to get back to her hand to enjoy the hearts. You all see that? So let's just play this out for a second. Play a diamond, please, Marissa. Well, that's a very poor play because you're leading towards the ace, queen, 9 in the dummy,
Oh, yes, that's right, that's right. So,
what she's not entitled to. But you've still got a diamond here.
okay, there we go.
Was that diamond or not?
Yeah. Mhm.
No, it wasn't. But you were hoping
I played them the wrong way. I played the high before. I should have played the small one, this one.
you had no choice.
Oh, okay.
You thought you had no choice. Okay. So now what did I say? You're going to play over to the heart.
And I'm gonna let the 9 ride.
No, you have to play low, Jake. Second hand low. So now you are end played. You can cash your king of spades.
I don't think so. I think there were only two. Yeah. She's going to trumpet.
Well, she'd like to trumpet, but there are no trumpets.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
A new game.
So have to play clubs. Okay, do I play clubs now?
Well, you could play a heart. You can,
Okay.
the thing you cannot do is lead to the ace, queen of clubs. So you have to, okay, doesn't matter.
The queen of spades.
It doesn't matter because you've got
Yeah,
you're all good.
extra. Now that I'm down, I have extra tricks.
Right. So you can just claim, Judy.
I'll claim, yeah.
So a good try. So considering you only had 4 points, not too bad at all. Right, let's go on to So Jake's got a lot of hearts here, but he doesn't have the right kind of hand to jump to 4 hearts. So he's got a fit and he's got a little itty bitty raise. So 2 hearts is perfect for this hand. So he's showing a fit and a point count. And his partner will never be unhappy to find that he's got more hearts than she thought she was going to see. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask Leslie some questions before she bids. Have they found their happy fit?
You bet. Especially looking at my hand.
So now, looking at the auction, they've got 8 hearts
Minimum.
minimum. So your partner could have, 4 or 5 hearts,
Correct.
unless, they've got concealed extra length. But if she's got lots and lots of hearts, she will not be in a position to balance. You follow me? Because she won't have a good side suit or
Right.
not with no trump and so on. She's already a passed hand.
Right.
So I'm going to ask Leslie to pre-balance.
I was going to bid 2 spades right here.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So she's got a bad hand. This is called pre-balancing because you know that if this gets passed, your partner will not be able to take a bid.
Plus, I have no defense against hearts at all. Nothing.
Because you have no hearts that you're going to pre-balance.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know that she must have hearts.
Yeah.
And therefore is unlikely to be able to balance. Now, the tough thing here is that she'll think you've got a better hand, but she doesn't have a fit with you, and where's she going to go? She couldn't bid the first time. She's still not going to bid. But now we'll see what.
Do I know if this is a 5-card or a 6-card suit?
Well, it sounds like it's a normal overcall, at least 10 points to come in like at the 2 level with at least 5 spades.
5 spades, okay.
So Judy's going to pass. And now Jake is going to apply the law of two tricks. Excuse me. Margaret, I'm sorry, I'm teaching right now. I'll call you back later. So Jake is going to look at his cards and say, do I want to let them play 2 spades? No, because I have a big fit with my partner. I'm going to take the push to 3 hearts. Because I know my side has at least 9 trumps. And now Leslie's done her dirty work. She's not going to take another bid.
What can I possibly say?
And now Judy has to decide. She's got 10 points. And, you know, her partner's got something, but she's hoping to get a ruff and have magical things happen. So at least her partner bid. So she's going to lead the 10 of spades. When we have a doubleton, we always lead the top.
Rosie, according to the law of total tricks, he should have gone to 4 hearts. What made him stop at 3?
He doesn't have a 4-heart bid. To bid 4 hearts, we would, if they competed to, excuse me. Margaret, I'm sorry, you didn't hear me. I'm teaching right now.
Oh, okay, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. No problem. Okay, let me just regroup.
He doesn't have a 4-heart bid.
He does have 5 hearts, but in order to go straight to 4 hearts, he needs to have 5 hearts, a singleton, and
Oh.
points. And with
How
this,
many?
less than 10 points.
Okay.
With this hand, he's got the 5 hearts and he's got less than 10 points, but he does not have a singleton. So this does not meet the criteria for jumping to 4 hearts. However, if both sides are bidding, he can take the push. So he took the push up to the 3 level. If they bid 3 spades, he would even consider taking the push to the 4 level. But he wouldn't just do it because they've got 10 trumps.
Okay.
So Rosemary, in terms of the spade bid, does the spade bid cause them to step back from a possible game as well?
Well, it depends on what their spade holding is. But you know, North knows that her partner just gave a little itty bitty raise,
Right.
And she's got a minimum opener. So they're not looking for a game. We're competing for the part score.
Okay.
So I called your bid pre-balancing. And it's like making a normal overcall, but you don't have very much. And you know that your partner might not be able to balance. And so we should always consider this possibility. It's like pre-balancing. When your partner is already a passed hand and they found their happy fit. If you don't bid, maybe she won't be able to.
Okay.
Okay, that's when it becomes pre-balancing. So let's just get this started and see how it goes. Because I'm going to talk about tomorrow's lesson, which is on signals. So Marissa, play the 2 of spades, please.
Sorry? Are you talking to me?
Yes, you're the declarer. You have to play the 2 from the dummy.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I think Leslie should overtake with the jack, just in case her partner has a singleton. Okay. And Marissa saw what happened, and so she thinks that this is going to be an immediate ruff. So she's going to win the ace. Set about pulling trumps. Very good, Judy. Judy rose with the ace. Why did she play her ace on 2 baby hearts? She knows that Leslie doesn't have any hearts. She's going to lead her second spade and get a ruff. That's why she played the way she did. Now, Leslie's going to make it very clear that she wants a spade. So play the 9. Doesn't cost you. Okay. I really want a spade. I'm okay now. Very good. Marissa was savvy enough to ruff high. And Judy is savvy enough to say, if you get in, leave me a diamond. Leslie's doing well. She's throwing away the spades that are not going to be any use to her whatsoever. Leslie remembers what her partner said. Leave me a diamond.
Wow.
So can you all see that we made exactly 9 tricks? So this is why with 5 trumps, you dare not jump to the 4 level unless you have a singleton. It's not going to work, trust me. And I see people do it all the time. Unfortunately, defense is often not good enough to stop them making their contract. But it's a really bad, 1 heart, 4 hearts with Jake's hand is not right because he does not have a singleton. Okay. Any questions?
There are no questions. It's a little after 11.
Oh, okay. Well, then I think I'll wrap it up here. And let me just see if one of these hands needs to be shown.